Thank you for tuning in to Wyatt Cross. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's get on with the show.
What's up? What's up? Hey, hi. Ow. Hello. Chip, cheerio. Hello, everyone.
Why don't you go fuck a duck? Screw a pigeon. Go to church and get religion. Yeah, you kicked me down when I was just a kid. Then you smiled and said that's what your Savior did. Now you're older and you're quoting chapter verse, while your own damn life is a rehearsed and polished curse. You got skeletons stacked up behind your closet door, but you wanna come and teach me about the righteous war. Your halo's crooked and your wings are made of rust. You're just another sinner drowning in your own disgust. So shut the hell up. Turn on the TV, see a rich man sell a cure for a problem he created so he can feel secure. They're selling misery, they're packaging the pain, building fucking empires in the acid rain. They strip our rights away a little piece by piece, while they're promising salvation and they're promising peace. But the boot is on our necks and the grip is getting tight, and they call you un-American for wanting to fight back at night. I am so goddamn tired of the double speak, the lies, the calculated sorrow in their television eyes. It's a tidal wave of bullshit, and it's crashing on the shore. And I swear to God, I just can't fucking take it anymore. Another number on a cold, hard government graph. A kid who lost a battle with a poison cheap-ass pill, while a politician's arguing on Capitol Hill about a budget or a border or some goddamn tax law, as another generation gets chewed up in the mall. So don't you dare talk to me about your thoughts and prayers when the bodies keep on dropping down the goddamn stairs. Why don't you go? Written on your face, you ain't saving no one, you're just building your own brand on the broken backs of people in a broken fucking land. So take your sermon and your manufactured rage and go and lock yourself right back inside your gilded cage. Yeah, go on, fuck a duck. Go save yourself. You can't save me. Nobody can. It's all just bullshit.
Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Good afternoon, good morning,
Why
good
don't
day,
you
good evening, good night.
go
Hello, hello, and all that good stuff. Nice to have you back here with us here, and nice to see you. I can't see you, but nice that you're here. If you're here, if you're not here, well, then you're not here, and what the hell? I'll just talk to myself, might as well. I'm a poet, and I don't know it, but my damn feet show it. I tell you, if you missed it last night on WrestlePro on YouTube, then you missed one hell of a night, one hell of a match. Got to see Dutch and Vincent. Dig it, snap your fingers if you do. They showed up, and along with the Killer Smoke Show with our very own Killer Cross and Scarlet. Hell of a night, hell of a night. Lots of great action. Lots of great action. There's something different about WrestlePro than what we saw on WrestlePalooza. WrestlePalooza, that's what I call it. I mean, it was all right. It was rushed, put together well. Yeah, put together fast. Only good match that I thought was Io Sky and Stephanie Vaquer, Stephanie La Primera. Congratulations on your win. I know you'll never hear this, but hey, there's a chance somebody might say, some crazy dude out there said, hey, congratulations, Steph. So yeah, great match, great match. A lot of perverts got to see Io Sky's knee, and they were all drooling probably. Who knows? Who cares? But the most important thing for me was last night streaming and watching on YouTube. WrestlePro channel featured the Killer Smoke Show with our very own GOAT, Killer Cross, Scarlet Bordeaux. Pardon me for mispronouncing it. And, of course, Dutch and Vincent made their appearance. New merchandise out there for Dutch and Vincent along with Killer Cross. And I'm sure Scarlet's probably going to have something. Who knows? Hope so. But hey, if you didn't get to see it, it's on WrestlePro here on YouTube. Be sure and check it out. It's been a while since I've been here, and it's been a while since I said, hello, brother. Hello. Nice to see you, mate. Chip, cheerio, and all that stuff. Good to see you, Bob. It's probably late over there. Probably, I don't know, maybe 9, maybe 10 in the evening. So, yeah, just hopped on. Thought I'd talk about wrestling, catch people up on my likes and dislikes of what's going on. Triple H fumbled big time. He sure did. Back in the day, wrestlers actually had a say in their storylines. They got some say in part of their creative flow and what they were going to do in the ring and stuff. Nowadays, not so much, unless, of course, you're a favorite of the boss, and he might let you say what you want to do and how you want to do it, when you want to do it, if you're going to do it, when you do it. And when you don't do it, then it's not done, right? So basically, they really dropped the ball. They fumbled big time when they let go of Karrion and Scarlet. You can't have one without the other. They basically wanted him to go on by himself, and they said, we'll talk about Scarlet later. It's not the way it works. As you can see, I'm still having issues with my voice. That's all right. That's okay, because I wrote some new songs anyway. Going to throw them out there, going to share them, see what you think. Glad to have you here, brother. Hope you're doing all right. The fishing's fine, that's for sure. It's great.
Yeah, we kicking up dust with a city boy soul. Got that fireball heat and that backwoods roll. Bass thumping head from the tailgate pine. My baby looking sexy and the fishing's fine. Sun sinking low, painting the sky golden red. Got a Zipco on the water, clearing on my head. With the coolers full of long necks, the speakers on the fritz, but it's bumping just enough to feel the 808 hits. Got got that pack of something special, yeah, that sticky, icky green. The realest damn party that you ever fucking seen. No pretension, no bullshit, just a hum of the cicadas and a cloud of good smoke for all the goddamn haters. She's sliding over closer, got that look in her eye. Her body like a back road under that moonlit sky. She knows all the words to that new jelly roll. Takes a sip of my whiskey and she takes control. We got a church on the playlist, that outlaw shit you know. Then some old school Yellow Wolf, cause that's the way we grow. She's a 10 but in the country, she's a solid 15. The baddest damn thing these muddy banks have ever seen. Don't get it twisted, son, we ain't no simple hicks. We know the concrete jungle and its dirty politics, but we choose the tall pines and the crickets in the night. A different kind of hustle, but we're living it damn right. We stack our paper, but we spend it on the gas and gear. Cause the only bullshit that we tolerate is from a dead.
That's a good point. Good place. We'll discuss that in one second.
Rolling up that good stuff, a connoisseur's game. We burning through the menu, call them out by name. Got that blue dream sour diesel, that classic OG Kush, that granddaddy purple, give your whole system a push. Spark a bowl of White Widow, get stuck on Gorilla Glue. That AK-47 for the whole damn outlaw crew. Some GSC for dessert, that Northern Light so bright, and that Pineapple Express to carry us all through the night. And in this moment, everything just feels so damn true. The fireflies are dancing, got my whole world here with you. This ain't about the money, ain't about the fame, it's about this piece of heaven that we managed to claim. It's a middle finger to the static and the city noise, just good times and good people with my backwoods boys.
Yeah, painful to do.
So let them have their high rise, their traffic and their small. We'll be out here in the holler, living like a demigod, with a full cup and a fat sack and a love that's bona fide. This is more than just a party, son, this is a way of life. Yeah, we're the new generation of the backwoods and the beat, with calloused hands and muddy boots and a flow that can't be beat.
Not a problem, mother. I missed fun.
Yeah, we kicking up dust with a city boy soul. Got that fireball heat and that backwoods roll. Bass thumping heavy from the tailgate pine. My baby looking sexy and the fishing's fine. Fishing's fine. Pass me that fireball. Turn that damn music up. That's the life, y'all.
I'll tell you what there I told you. I think they're going to do a lot better actually since they have more creative freedom. You know, it- they were being used, I don't know, rather despairingly, or I don't know if that's the right way to say it. They weren't used enough. He's got great mic skills, great promo skills, and he wasn't able to participate in the last WrestleMania that they had, which was a shame. So he ended up going to participate in Bloodsport there in Las Vegas, his hometown, which he did win. There's a documentary about that from this past WrestleMania. They had recently had a show called WrestlePalooza. WrestlePalooza, that's right. And I called it WrestlePalooza. The show was rushed, put together, and it really didn't make any sense. They booked John Cena very badly. It's his retirement year, and he got squashed right away by none other than the piss boy. I mean, Brock Lesnar. Sorry about that. No, I'm not. But yeah, on the Wrestle Pro channel here on YouTube, they had the Killer Smoke show with Karrion Kross, Scarlett, Vince, and Dutch showed up from the Righteous. A great faction, great tag team. I got to see them a little bit in AEW, but I really don't care much for AEW. I just watched when they were there. But I love their charisma, their enthusiasm, their aura, and but I'll tell you, I really personally believe that they're going to do very well um, on their own for now. I mean, they're just as popular as they were, if not more, than when they were on the WWE. And which is cool. I have I was very pleased. I was very happy. I got to watch the match. I thought I was going to miss it, but then when someone said they're on WrestlePro on YouTube, I hauled ass. Well, I didn't haul ass, but I hauled donkey. I didn't haul donkey. I made it to the laptop, opened it up, found it, and I was just in time. I missed the first match apparently. I think Tito Santana from TNA was there, you know. But it was actually, to me, probably the best I've seen out of Cross and Scarlett in a while. They were happy. You could tell they were happy. And of course, you're going to have people that are going to down him and say that he's gone a step down. But if you watch on WrestlePro and you watch the match, watch it all the way through from the beginning to the end. Of course, there's probably going to be an intermission like there was last night. But you'll actually see the happiness on his face. Took a chair shot. It didn't faze him one bit. Got a chair thrown at his head. It was just like somebody threw a piece of paper at him. Great match, great enthusiasm, and I was happy to see again. I'll say it again, Dutch and Vincent dig it. I like their approach and their style of wrestling, and it's great stuff. It's on WrestlePro here on YouTube. So if you haven't ever seen Killer Kross, Karrion Kross, and in action, check it out. That's all I can say. Check it out.
My suit is pressed and starched, ready for the 8:15. Another trip around loop, another silver screen. The automated voice says, start the calculations now. I've tracked this same trajectory since I don't remember how. My breakfast is a gel pack, the synthetic sun is pale. I check the day's receipts, but the meaning starts to fail. They say the numbers keep me safe, the formulas
course, we're in Monday. The Monday Night Raw is going to be on Netflix tonight. To me, it's just not the same with Cross and Bordeaux. We got started Cross. This isn't, but that's just me, you know. A lot of good wrestlers there that I still like to watch. I'm not so keen on Sami Zayn. Never really liked him. I mean, you know, he's a great in-ring performer. I'll give him that. But he just gets under my skin. That's all I can say, you know, and about good old Sami Zayn. Cross was right. He lied, you know, and anyhow, he told him to go after what he wanted to go after, and he did. He's got the United States Championship. He's got the open challenge that he does, you know. Of course, accordingly, hello, sister, how you doing? According to what was been said by the commentators, got the blessings from John Cena. You can't see me, but you can see the bald spot. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm not that enthused about WWE Raw or SmackDown, except for the Wyatt Six. I do like Roman Reigns, the original tribal chief, the Usos, Stephanie Becker, Rhea Ripley, to name a few, but I don't know. I'm just burned out on Burn It Down on Seth Rollins, burnt down completely. And I don't know. I guess I'm just disillusioned by the way Cross was treated. You know, they gave him 24 hours to decide whether or not he was going to stay with the WWE. And then they pretty much told him, we want you, but not Scarlett right away. And, you know, he pretty much said, no, it's the whole smoke show or it's nothing at all. But like I said, if you get a chance to check it out on the Wrestled Pro channel here on YouTube, it's called the Killer Smoke Show. For those of you that are not familiar with who Killer Cross, a.k.a. Karrion Kross, a.k.a. Kevin Robert Kassar, who has a book out entitled Life is Fighting. I have the Audible since I couldn't afford the book. I listened to it quite a bit. I think I'm on listen number 11 now, so starting from beginning to end. Hope my voice is still going strong. I hope you're able to understand what's going on. I hope I'm making sense. So, yeah, I'm anxious to see what's going to happen with Dutch and Vincent. There's talks about them going to the WWE. I'm not sure if they're going to be going straight to NXT. And if they do, you know, snap your fingers, dig. It'll be a good thing. But I'm pretty sure they might go to the main roster. I think to me personally would make a lot more sense if they had Cross and Scarlett back with him. But I've already mentioned it's going to take a mountain, and a lot of mountains have to be moved, and probably half the money in Fort Knox. But last night, Cross did something very important. Like I said, if you listen to it, he talked about, you know, it's not about the money. He wanted to be able to give to the people the enjoyment that they get out of watching him perform in the ring. And so that's a good thing, you know. That's when you know that you have someone that is in the ring doing what they do, taking the bumps that they take for the sake of bringing a smile to your face. You know, the chants, we want Cross, we want Scarlett, FYF, fuck you forever, you know. It's just an organically phenomenal thing. It's not something that was pushed. It's not something that was, you know, instigated by WWE. It happened organically. And the fact that, like I said, Triple H dropped the ball big time. Funk that.
Ooh, just let your body sway. Ain't nothing but a good time, baby. Come with me. Yeah, yeah. Got that funky backwoods feel, so let it all go, girl. You know the damn deal. Yeah. Hit the gravel driveway, suspension is groaning. Phonograph is moaning, the lyrical omen, the phenomenon, promising dominance over the ponderous, monotonous. People chasing phantoms while the populace is rocking with the monstrous. It's a little syndicate, infinite tenement, I'm gonna get into the sentiment, chemist legitimate backwoods. into that. Yeah, red cup dripping that top shelf sin. The whole damn county trying to get on in. So forget what you've been told. This is where the night begins. Bonfires popping, pyrotechnic exhibit, inhibitions dropping. Nobody's prohibited from getting loose. A lyrical truce of voluminous boost to the spirit you wearing. The anarchy's bass kicking venomous in, and the tremorous vibe through the timbers and gaining the embers of every forgotten feeling. Sending through the ceiling of stars. We ain't stopping this feeling, no need for the cars, cause we ain't leaving, yeah. Slow it down now, feel the bass in your soul. Let that backbeat rhythm take complete control. Forget the damn world and the stories they told. Just for the night, we're breaking the mold. Let your body sway. Ain't nothing but a good time, baby. Come what may. Yeah. Got that funky backwoods feel, so let it all go. Girl, you know the damn deal.
We'll get back to talking about
I'm watching you watching me, a hectic anomaly. Honestly, it's gotta be a policy, equality, time and we're in will second. Get either body's metaphysical, a lesson and letting and go. I'm suggesting we just flow with the metaphysical. Forget the critical voices in your head, leave them for dead. This is pivotal, lay a moment in the moonlight to get your groove right. A true sight to see you and me moving totally. This ain't just a party, it's a temporary remedy. I'm a lot of therapy for anybody feeling the jealousy of a static life. This isn't dramatic, acrobatic with vibe, a systematic way to feel alive. Subscribe to the review, either living for the sinning you've been living. Cause tonight the only rule is to just give in to what's being given. Ooh, just let your body sway. Ain't nothing but a good time, baby. Come what may. Yeah. Got that funky backwoods feel, so let it all go, girl. You know the damn deal. Hey, maybe tomorrow the world's still a wreck, and we'll still have the weight of it all on our neck. But right now this beat is the only real truth in the fountains of rhythm. We found our damn music. Yeah, you know the deal. Just let your body sway. Yeah. That funky backwoods feel. Just let it all go now. Sway with me now. Feel that funk. Just let it last and fade out.
And once again, welcome. If you're new to the channel, if you're just stopping in and you're just tuning in to listen to what's going on, we're talking about the very, very joyous moment when Killer Kross started, and Dutch and Vincent were back on the scene right there on the Independence with the WrestlePro featured on the Killer Kross show, featured on WrestlePro. I was thinking about the other day about three wrestlers from the 1970s, 1980s, and the 1990s that probably would have been great opponents for Karrion Kross if they were living today, or if I could slip him into a time machine and book him into a match. The first opponent I thought about booking him against was the uncontrollable Bruiser Brody. And I thought about that because it would be a chaotic and brutal spectacle. You know, a lot of people were saying Kross didn't like to take bumps. If you watch WrestlePro from last night, the Killer Smoke show, that's definitely bullshit. I mean, he took a lot of bumps, did a lot of things that people said he wouldn't do. If you watch his older matches on Triller TV, they have a segment called The Best of Killer Kross. It shows highlights a couple of his matches. But I thought about him wrestling Bruiser Brody in the 1970s. Bruiser used to like to use chains when he fought, and I thought it would be a true test of Kross's, calculated, methodical, dominant skills. And I wondered how it would go against Bruiser Brody. The next opponent I thought I would put him in the time machine with was going to be the ravishing Rick Rude. Now, If you're familiar, excuse me, Rented Lips. If you're familiar with Rick Rude, he was a in-ring technician. He was a believable, tough guy, and most of all, he was the king of arrogance and mind games. His strategy, though, was he went about using his sex appeal to infuriate the guys in the audience. And then with his mic skills, he would get under the opponent's the opponent's skins, which would probably clash intriguingly with the way Cross is cold, stoic, and menacing demeanor is when he does his promos. Rude was overt, cocky taunts versus Cross silence, intimidating presence will be backed up by two powerful physiques. And last but not least, if I had put him into a time machine and got to book Cross for a time machine match, one of the opponents I would put him against would be Big Van Vader. That would be a must-see match. Excuse me while I get a drink of water here. I like to see him against Big Van Vader, probably the most dominant and believable monster heel in the world. He was agile, incredibly agile for a man who was over 400 pounds, and he had that overwhelming power and surprising aerial moves that he used, like, for instance, the moonsault. Now, if you think about it, a match between Vader and Cross would be a legitimate super heavyweight collision, which would put Cross's tactical, submission-oriented offense against the raw, brutal, and surprising athleticism of one of the greatest big men in history. So those are my 3 time machine matches. And I understand, sister. Thank you for stopping by. And hopefully you can catch the replay later. And prayers go up to you. Hope everything turns out all right. And you have a wonderful day. So, yeah, I'm working right now on the song. Been working on the song for Dutch and Vincent. They already have a song, mind you. I'm not saying it's a bad song. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I just wanted to do and pay my respects and my tribute the same way I did with Karrion and Scarlett. Wrote a couple of songs for them. So, yeah, we're going to go real quick into the Wyatt Six on SmackDown. They are the tag team champions, Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy. So I'm pretty sure they're going to be feuding against Montez Ford and Dawkins. Maybe they're going to break them up. Who knows who their next opponents are. So, yeah. Hey, again, if you stopped in, if you're wondering what the fuck is going on, no problem, because so am I, and that's just the way it is. Just the way it is. And again, I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you showed up. And I'm glad that you at least gave it a listen and put up with the voice that I got going with me right now. And that's okay. I'll work it out. It'll get better somehow, some way, someday. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. You know what I say? But yeah, we want Cross. We want Scarlett, Dutch, and Vincent on the scene. Someone made a comment last night that wherever Cross is, the righteous are. And I thought of a good name for them if they start a faction with the 3 of them. The Righteous Killers. The Righteous Killers. Yeah. I think that would be a good name. You never know. Never know. It could be a good thing, If you can't catch them on Wrestle Pro from the Killer Smoke Show last night on Wrestle Pro here on YouTube. So again, thanks for being here. Last song for me. Tell your friends about a unique way to talk about
it. It is till it isn't, but you still living a lie. Treat your verses like pigeons, watch them scatter and fly. You call them bars, I call them broken bottles and shame. Every line you write down, just recycling pain. You stuck in the past, I cut futures on sight. You swinging with shadows, I'm landing with might. See you spit for redemption, I spit for the kill. I draw murals in blood while you tracing with quills. I'm cutthroat, truth sharper than shards from the floor. You the key to your failure, I'm the lock to the door. You the crash before silence, I'm the thunder that roars. You the ghost in the hallway, I'm the body with force. You candlelight corpses. I bomb entire bridges while you beg for forgiveness. I'm stacking life sentences. They cheer when I spit because the haymakers land. Your setup's got no punches, that's a vacant hand. I don't rap like survival, I rap like a warhead. Every word's a grenade, every scheme leave a forehead. I don't bend for your verses, I don't fear what you write. All them cracks in your mirror just reflect that I'm right. See, I'm surgical with it, scalpel with flows. You cosmetic with gimmicks, painting cracks in your shows. You recycling trauma like it's fuel for a play. But I weaponize scars in a militant way. You thinking you a knight, please, your armor is fraud. I'm the smith with the fire, I'm reshaping the god. It is what it is till it isn't. You can't run from the lie. I treat your legacy like pigeons. Watch it scatter and fly. You call it art, I call it desperation and doubt. Every word that you bleed is just poison poured out. Ain't no less move the bread. I'm the Rachel I Drake's. Yeah. You build sandcastles, I'm the tide that reclaims. You whisper your threats, I incinerate names. You're a book full of pages somebody else wrote. I'm the unwritten scripture that's clawing your throat. You're the rust on the blade, I'm the pressure that breaks. You're the calculated gamble, I'm the ultimate stakes. You chase moments of glory, I'm crafting the rain. I'm the venom and antidote, the pleasure and pain. You're a footnote in history, your paragraph break. I'm the ink that stains granite for eternity's sake. I don't battle with ghosts, I don't wrestle the Lord. I exorcise demons when I step on the floor. You're the echo that fades, I'm the seismic event. You're the prayer for the fallen, I'm the final descent now. It is what it is, till it ain't anymore. It is what it is, but my pen is the war. You the silence that dies, I'm the voice that restores. They gon' chant my name loud, while you exit ignored. So let the curtains fall down, let the credits all roll. I own the stage and the story, and I've captured your soul. Yeah.
You know, my having the brainstem stroke might have taken away some physical abilities, but I still have that creativity flow, and I'm thankful to the man upstairs, the big cheese, the big kahuna, for allowing me to still be able to maintain and hold on to that. We want Cross, we want Scarlett, Dutch and Vincent, the Righteous. Thank you. Last night's show was excellent. Bar none. It was probably the best wrestling matches I've seen. Again, folks, don't think about putting the independents down. Don't think that it's a step down for these wrestlers just because they're no longer with WWE or the other promotions. Doesn't mean that they're not any better than they were. Sometimes, they're just happier where they are, and sometimes they can do a hell of a lot more where they are than where they were. Cross said it's all about the fans. It's not about the money. Of course, money's good. Money pays bills. Money makes you make sure you have food on the table and whatnot. But the fact that this man was humble and even said that the ring and the fans mean a lot to him more than the green. The ring and the green. We want Cross. We want Scarlett. Again, I tell you, don't think about putting them down, and don't think about laughing at them and whatnot because they're happy. You should be happy that our GOAT Killer Cross and Scarlett are happy doing what they're doing. What he said he likes doing best, and that's fucking things up, and he gets to be himself. He doesn't have to go by what he's told. And again, I'll mention it again. I know this is kind of weird for somebody to talk about other people's channel, but be sure and check out Wrestle Pro here on YouTube and catch last night's Killer Smoke Show. It's still up, and you'll enjoy it. Trust me, you will. In fact, if you do get to watch it, if you haven't watched it, watch it and then leave me a comment here and tell me what you thought. A lot of you are not really up and up on what's going on with wrestling, but yeah, I had one of those too, brother. And my voice is good. Sometimes it doesn't try to go away, but other times it does. Peace, love, happiness, and all that good stuff. Remember to enjoy your life and all that. And don't bother trying to cram Jesus down other people's throats. They don't want to hear it. If they did, they'd be in church. Leave me a comment. Be sure and watch the Killer Smoke Show on WrestlePro, and leave me a comment after you do. Leave them a comment and tell them that you heard about them from me. You have a wonderful day, wonderful night, wherever you are. God bless you, brother. Love you, brothers. Take care of yourself.
Thank you for tuning in to Wyatt Cross. Hit the notification bell for more content. We will see you soon.